How can we restrict God-given rights if God gave us free will? One of the core tenets of Christianity is the belief that God granted humanity free will, the ability to choose our path in life. This sacred gift underpins our moral compass, shaping not just our decisions about good and evil, but our entire existence. Yet, if God has indeed granted us this gift, along with certain inalienable rights, as both the Bible and our Constitution suggest, how is it that we, as human beings, feel entitled to impose laws that restrict these very rights? From a constitutional perspective, the founding documents of the United States echo this divine gift. Our Declaration of Independence speaks of rights endowed by our Creator: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. These principles are further enshrined in the Bill of Rights, which grants citizens freedoms such as speech, religion, and assembly. The Constitution does not grant these rights. It recognizes them as inherent God-given rights. Yet today we live in a world where increasing layers of laws, regulations, and governmental controls seem to constrict the liberties we were granted by God, as expressed through our Constitution. Whether through excessive taxation, restrictions on free speech, or infringement on the right to bear arms, the government continues to chip away at these foundational freedoms. If God trusted humanity with the power of free will, who are we to step in and curtail that freedom? Our government is meant to be of the people, by the people, and for the people, not over the people. The idea that we can decide, through legislation, to limit the rights that were given to us by a higher power strikes at the heart of both our religious and constitutional principles. The Bible is full of examples where individuals are free to make their own choices, even if those choices lead to sin or destruction. The argument can be made that laws exist to protect people from harm, and in many cases this is true. However, the fine line between protection and overreach is often crossed when governments impose restrictions that encroach on personal freedoms. When laws become a tool for control rather than protection, we begin to infringe upon the free will that God and our Constitution intended us to have. As a society, we must ask ourselves, how far will we go in making laws that undermine our God-given liberties? When our laws begin to contradict the free will and rights granted to us by a higher authority, it's time to reconsider whether those laws serve the people or merely serve the interests of those in power. It is essential to recognize the delicate balance between governance and liberty. While laws are necessary to maintain order and protect society, they must not encroach upon the fundamental rights that God and our Constitution have bestowed upon us.